I was born into this family who hates themselves so much, who are into competition about their success, who can go any length just to see only one person succeed in that family. That is, one family should be bigger than the rest, then the rest should be under them, begging them, striving to live. Such a family. When my mom was pregnant for me, my grandmother did not accept my father to become part of my mother's life. Neither did she accept him to be part of me, to become part of me. It was really terrible. When I was 6 years old, at least then I can say what is really happening in my life. My dad will come with provisions, food stuff, clothes, school materials, and other things to see me, but my grandmother would take them away, throw it out, tell him never to step into the compound again. They don't want to see him around. I don't know why. My father volunteered to take care of me himself, but my grandmother said no. It will never happen. My uncles, at the other hands, are really not helping matters at all. They are the worst uncles ever. Then talk about my aunties. Oh my God, these people, they don't, what will I even call, they don't associate themselves. They are always isolating themselves. Nobody trusts each other. The family is just full of what? Unbelievable and unthinkable things, where they do separation. They separate from each other. That kind of thing. I asked my grandmother why she was acting like that. She told me not to bother myself concerning what is going on, so that it will not affect me, that I should just concentrate on my studies. And as a young girl growing up, she never wants to tell me what is going on. Then one day, my father approached to me and told me that he is my biological father. I was like, are you serious? How did it happen? He told me when he gets my mom pregnant, my grandmother did not accept him due to they are the same neighboring village. They are from the same neighboring village. That is, my grandmother and my father's mother are sisters. Yes, that they cannot get married to each other. But at the other hand, they asked their kings, and their king said yes, they can get married. But my grandmother refused due to he took my daddy's mother as her younger sister, who she took in when she got married newly to stay with her, and it was my daddy's mommy who took care of my grandmother's children. So that is why my grandmother refused my father and told my father not to come close in anywhere. Then at the other hand, my grandmother wasn't fair at all towards me. She maltreats me. She treats me as an outcast, yet she won't let me go to my father. I don't know why. If I should misbehave, this woman will beat the hell out of me. She will even rub pepper on my buttocks everywhere. How about when we are to peel cassava? I will come back from school. I will meet 5 bags, 6 bags, sometimes 10 bags of cassava that are to peel. I'm the only child then staying with them, because my grandmother's children all got married, both the male and the female. So I'm the only one staying with my grandmother. So check it. When I will come back from school, I will see cassava littered everywhere. I will be peeling. I will start peeling before she will even tell me, oh yeah, go and take your food, your lunch and eat. I will be there where I will be peeling cassava till 11 to 12. My grandmother will go inside and sleep and leave I and my grandfather out. I will be there peeling cassava till 1. Wash it and soak it before I'll go and sleep. Check it, girl who is going to wake early to prepare for her school the next day. My grandfather, at the other hand, is a very good man. He is the one who single-handedly take good care of me. My school fees and other things, he paid them all. Even when I will be chased away from school, my grandfather will tell me to calm down, that he will do it. My grandmother, at the other hand, she has the money to pay for my bills, but never. I will beg. My grandfather will beg her to release little money. When he gets the money, he will pay her. She will refuse. I'll be sitting at home washing her clothes, cooking for her, cleaning the house, peeling cassava, even pounding fufu. Just that is what she wants me to be doing. The other hand, my father, if he finds out I didn't go to school, he won't be happy. And when he bring money for them to pay my school fees, my grandmother will reject it. My grandfather doesn't know how to keep secret away from my grandmother. He tells him everything. Even when my father hides and brings something to him, he will still tell my grandmother, and my grandmother will what? Reject my grandfather will work, toil in the sun, toil in the rain, just to make sure that his granddaughter goes to school, becomes something meaningful, useful to him. Sometimes what do he do? He's an electrician and he's an Okada rider. Sometimes he will get accident in the process where he is what? Chasing money for the family, in the process where he wants to get money for my books, for my education, for everything concerning me. My grandfather will be on the sun on his bike where he's looking for money, and he will get accident. Oh my God. After knowing what inspired between my father and my grandmother, I decided to let my dad take care of me secretly. So I take money from him privately without my both grandparents knowing. I will pay for my school fees, my books, some certain things I don't ask. So my grandmother, in the other hand, was observing that I no longer demand for books, pen, all these things, sometimes some school fees. So she started asking me, how did I get it? I said, Papa used to give to me. He will ask for Papa, on the other hand, will like, yes, but he can't remember when last, though I used to ask. If I ask, he will give to me. So my grandfather, on the other hand, he doesn't know how to cover things. He doesn't know how to follow things. In fact, he is just too cold that when you shout at him, he will get shocked. And my grandmother intimidates him a lot. Yes, in that. There was a certain time I was going to school. I think I was in my SS1. Then my grandmother, I didn't know she was tracing me to school because I was chased out of school that week, and the money wasn't available for me to go back to school even the next week. I told my grandfather that if I didn't save money, I would just go back to school, even if it will take me hanging around the school, that I can't sit at home doing the house chores, and yet nobody will raise money for me. So I didn't know my grandmother was, chasing me, was following me down to school. So when I get to the joint where I and my father normally meet, my dad gave me the money for my school fees and some certain things I need, and extra too. He even took me in his car and drove me to school. When I came back that day, oh my God, my goods, my clothes, everything was outside and the door was locked. I was like, what happened? I asked my cousin, what is going on? She said she doesn't know that she came back from school and saw it that way. I asked my auntie was laughing that it was Mama that threw my clothes outside. I said, why? She said they don't know. They just saw her came back in the morning and pick my things and be throwing out, that I should go and meet my mother that gave birth to me, that she cannot continue training such person like me, that I'm disobedient, I'm this, I'm that. So at the end of the day, when Mama came back from wherever she went to, I asked her what happened. She told me that she has warned me not to associate myself with my father, but that she find out that I hide and do it. I tried to deny. She exposed me how she caught me in the morning with my father. Even when I do you want me to sit at home doing nothing, working all my life without nobody caring, this and that? She now said for that reason that I should go and meet my father. To be sincerely speaking, my father's home and my own home is very far. I would have picked my things and go to him that day, but I cannot because I need transport also to go meet my father wherever in his own location. So what did I do? I was begging my mom then, my grandmother. She did not accept. Until I was outside with my school uniform, haven't eaten anything, sitting on my bags. So I was there till my cousin hide some food and give to me. Why did she hide? Because if Mama see that she give me food, Mama will beat her, worry her, something harass her and her parents. So she hides and gave me something to eat that moment to sustain me till my grandfather came back. Even my grandfather came back, I narrated what happened. My grandfather approached my grandmom. My grandmom refused. My grandfather gave me money to go buy bread and cook to sustain myself, which I did. I was outside till it was 12:30 at night. Oh my God. That was when my grandfather sneaked out and opened the door for me to allow me inside. I was shedding tears, still on my school uniform. I have to, yes. Why was it with my uniform? Because I want my uncles who will be coming back to be seeing what is going on. And my uncles, they came back and they couldn't do anything. So what did I do? I get inside with my school uniform. It stopped me from going to school the next day because I was weak and discouraged from going to school. So this was it. This was the kind of maltreating I was getting from my grandmom. Sometimes she starved me the whole day. Oh my God. If I should disobey her, if, like as children, we are stubborn naturally, but at her own punishment, she starved me from eating. She will starve me the whole day from eating. Then the next day, she will serve me spoiled food. I kid you not. Seriously, I cannot lie to you. She will serve me food that I have spoiled, that she's supposed to throw away. Then she'll give it to me. Me, at the other hand, I will just go and join my firewood together, put my pot, warm the food anyhow, and eat. I have no choice. So this go on. This was how she treat me bad, this and that, till I managed to finish my secondary school. So my father, at the other hand, has gotten married, and the wife wasn't happy at all. She doesn't like me. Whenever I visit my dad, she goes angry. In fact, her mood, everything changed. But my father's son, which is my stepbrother, at the other hand, accepts me wholeheartedly. But so because of my stepmother, I don't go to my father's house regularly. I decided to be avoiding them because one, yes, I'm also an isolated somebody. I hate insult, disgrace. I hate it. So I like staying my own when such comes around. How about when I want to write my WAEC? Oh, it was really terrible. I have to register into the school, which my grandfather succeeded in helping me, and my father provides some certain things. So it reached at where we are going to be paying 13,000 a then for some certain things in the school. Then the money wasn't available. I don't have phone as at then. That was 2015 to 2016. Yes. So I don't have fun at then. I and my cousin were in the school to register. My cousin has registered for her own. Has registered completely for her own. Why I, at the other hand, 13,000 was my problem. They almost chased me away. So I came back. I told grandma. Grandma has money. To be sincerely speaking, grandma has money. But grandma removed her hair and said she cannot spend her money on me. She cannot spend her money on a useless child. There's no name she did not call me. So I bear it, and thanks be to God, I succeeded in writing my WAEC, but I didn't succeed in getting my results then due to I was owing the school. So I came back home after my WAEC with my grandmother. They were traveling to the southeast. They want to go back home, so I cannot stay alone. My mother, at the other hand, has gotten married to another family. She doesn't care about me. Even when she visited, if I ask her for money for books, she doesn't care. She doesn't give me. She complains a lot. In fact, she just pushed me aside as if I'm not her daughter, as if she doesn't want me to exist in her life, this and that. So, my dear, I really suffered. After secondary school, I searched for some job to do, but it did not favor me. So, I have to follow my grandparents back home, southeast, to stay. So when I came back home, we were still living in the mud house then. We were still staying in the mud house, 2 rooms, which you can barely have your privacy. How about my pad side, my parents, my bra, who nobody provides for me. When I start saying my mercies, I'm sorry to mention here. I told my grandmother because I have no idea about it. Did you know what she gave to me? Instead of buying pad for me, notwithstanding that pad wasn't rampant then, but pad has come out, or tissue, which some people use. But instead of her, she get me tissue or pad. Instead, she gets me a pieces to be using pieces, and that was my greatest mistake because I got infected through the strong infection that's almost destroyed me. But I thank God. So, bra, my grandmother give me her bra. She will just bring slack bra. We don't slack finish. She'll bring it out and give it to me to wear. I don't have anyone that give me money tomorrow, so I will manage. Not until when my father starts providing the little he can. So when we went to the village, I searched for work, and when I got to work at one pure water company like that, the man in charge of the company tries to have his way to me. If I'm a family man, and I refused, so I lost the job. When I came back, sitting at home, doing nothing. So our pastor then volunteered to help me to see me through medicine that I should go and learn pharmacy, which I thank God that I'll be staying with him and his family, which I did. But and the family then they were friendly to me, not until they find out it was their father who was sponsoring what I was learning. They got upset, angry. Even my pastor wife was so angry that she doesn't give me food again. They started treating me, even her children, they started treating me bad, call me names, this and that, home wrecker, nothing they did not call me, which I know my heart and hands are clean. Really, I really suffered in their hands. At the office where I was learning medicine, my boss either is not an option. He is not a helping hand. Instead, he is also someone that has eyes into young girls. When he starts by toasting me through chats, he likes me, that I'm beautiful. If I calm down, he will take care of me, whatever I need, this and that. He start preaching blah 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 to me on my chat. I was ignoring the message, though he was nice to me at first. There's a time I was really, really sick. He volunteered and gave me medicine then, free of charge, just because he wants to warm me, he wants to warm my heart, he wants me to accept his friendship. So he was sending this kind of message to me, and I'm not the kind of person that will accept such, break somebody's heart. No, I can't do such. So when he was like disturbing me on WhatsApp that he likes me, this and that, till one day he was disturbing me until a particular day he asked me to meet him up in a particular place. I got pissed off, angry, and I blocked him on WhatsApp. That was the beginning of what my suffering in that shop. This man frustrates me, he insults me. In fact, he chased me out of the shop whenever he comes to the shop. Whenever he's in the shop, he will chase me outside. When he's selling drugs, he doesn't want me to stand. He will ask me to shift, go, so that I will not be seeing what he's doing, to avoid me learning. This man was treating me so badly. He doesn't even want to see my sight. He wish he would just tell me to leave and pay him, or I will pay him my complete money and leave. That was the threatening word he was using there, which is impossible now. So it continues that way, insulting me, treating me badly, until the day I couldn't take it anymore. What did I do? I have to leave his office. So before I left with violence, yes, that was how I left with violence. I and my boss has to get into a physical fight because the maltreatment became too much and I couldn't take it due to I'm also a hot-tempered person. So before I left the shop, what my pastor did then was trying to make me with one of our brothers in the church in Christ then. So, which though I accepted at first, but When I start working at that chemist, I found another person worthy having a relationship with him. In the other hand, when the pastor wants to match make me with a brother, you won't have to talk to him. You will not communicate with him. That is how the church behaved then. You will not communicate with anybody. You people will be hearing from this side, from this side. You will not hear direct from the person. You will not enter into any relationship with each other. So I was tired about such lifestyle, and I moved in. I moved into the relationship with my present guy then, which he support me. It was a really threat then. The pastor even was threatening the guy to stay away from me, this. It wasn't really funny. Even my parent at the other's hand was also against it. Even when my father heard it, my father was so mad and pissed off. Otherwise, he didn't expect me to act this way. I shouldn't do this way. This is not what he expects of me. So it will keep on going until I left the shop. Yeah, that year I left with violence. That was my year to graduate from that medicine, and he will see me through. But I didn't finish. I'm supposed to finish by November, but I left there January. So that was how it happened, 2020. So when I came back, my auntie at the other hands, no one wants to assist me. My uncle, no one wants to assist me. If I call them, they will be complaining of their own children, that they are training in the university, this and that and this. So I did not have any helping hand at all. So I tried to fight for myself. I tried to work at different supermarkets. Yes, which I succeeded, but what do they call it? Accommodation was a problem to me then, because the distance I was coming from was very far. When I was even staying with one of my auntie that stay even far from where I was working, she was also not comfortable staying with me. I don't know why. Seriously, I don't know why. When things were not falling in place with me, I began to question myself, question God. Am I cursed? Why are things being like this? Why is my life this way? What is going on? I start praying the little I know, because as a Christian soaked into church Christianity also, we don't put on trousers, we don't wear earring, we don't plate attachments, all these things there. So we were so dedicated into Christianity that much that I don't even know how to pray. I won't lie. But when I find myself in such condition, I start questioning, asking God, what is going on? I try my best to walk. It is not working. It now look like somebody is fighting against me. Somebody is doing me. Somebody's, I start praying the little I can. Start reading Psalms, reading different words, and start praying. When my first, will I call it breakthrough came, that is deliverance came, was when my first deliverance came was the day I went into dry fasting and prayer for good 7 days. Nobody directed me. I was just directed by my spirit. I used water also to pray with anointing oil, washing myself, praying in the spirit. When I prayed, I really had an attack that day at the last 7 days of my prayer. It was really, really tough. That month, it was November ending that I met my recent husband. But then I was working at one little hospital at my neighborhood in the village there. One little hospital. I was working as their caterer then. So they were paying me little, and the woman there, what will I call it? The wife of the doctor, yes, was delaying my payment too, which is what I don't want. So she was also delaying my payment, though I was managing it until I met my husband. Another story. It's my husband who was really interested in me. Yes, I accept him, not because I was ready for marriage, but because I want to leave my home. I want to leave my environment, my family, because because I was really frustrated from my family. They weren't a helping hand. Instead, they were a burden to me. It wasn't really, I wasn't really comfortable again living at my home. Talking about my boyfriend, when I was working at that pharmacy, he later traveled to Abuja, so we cannot communicate. There wasn't any means of communication. Then the relationship wasn't tight. If I don't have card, I can't call him. If he doesn't have card, he can't call me. So it wasn't really easy. So that relationship, that was how the relationship broke out then. But my husband came, and not that I was really ready for marriage, but due to I want to leave, so I have to accept him, which my family wasn't in agreement to it, because it's not coming from the church. It was not a brother from. So before I forget, how about when my auntie said a word that none of we the children, that is within the us, the cousins, that is the grandchildren, none of us will be greater than her children, that her children will be greater than us, which I said, God forbid, such thing will never befall. Then at when I was still at home, one of her son, which her one and only son, visited the home. Though my uncle has died, that is the father of that boy, has died. So he visited one particular day, came to make some query concerning some particular things, and he was like, they are the only one that will go higher, that none of the others, none of the children will go higher than them. He also make another comment like that. I was like, what is going on? I said, God forbid, nothing like this will happen. But when you look at the things, it look like things are falling in their own path. Things are falling in place for them. But anyway, I know my God is greater than Satan. There's nothing impossible for God that he cannot do. My God can do all things. And presently, I came to my husband's house, and I cannot lie. Things has been different, far different. In fact, I hardly even visit my parents, my grandparents. I hardly visit them, because where I am now, I think I'm far comfortable than where I used to be. In fact, I'm seeing changes. Yeah, I thank God. I really thank God for everything.